We have to find time to love God, to know God, to have this divine source in our hearts, minds, and souls. It is important that we do this while we are here on this physical plane, on this planet. This is a beautiful opportunity. Loving God is the greatest wealth that we can attain in this whole lifetime. I will repeat it, that even kings and the wealthiest people with heaps of wealth and vast dominions cannot compare with an ant whose heart is filled with love of God. Because true wealth is love for God. All other wealth will be gone in time. It is known that even the wealthy dynasties, they exhaust their wealth in 3 generations. In children and then grandchildren, and then it's all gone. This is a known fact. But what is those 3 generations comparing to millions of lifetimes of the soul? So the greatest wealth is loving God. From the Sikh tradition, there is a quote, "Such is my love for the Lord has blossomed through perfect good destiny. I have been united with Him." It is the greatest destiny. It is the blossoming of the existence of the soul to be united in love with God. And similarly, Kabir says, "Listen, my friend, he who loves God understands." And I will add that the one who loves God understands everything. And by that I mean the existence, the purpose of existence, the purpose of all life, the purpose of the soul. The one who loves God understands everything. Kabir used to say that the beloved is inside you and also inside me. You know that the tree is hidden inside the seed. You know that the tree is hidden inside the seed. So in your heart, you have the seed of love of God. And cultivating this seed of love of God, it blossoms into a mighty tree. So we need to learn loving God while living with deep devotion, affection for the divine in everyday life. It's not about some isolated moments. Only at the retreats we love God. Only at Satsang we love God, and then the rest of the days, what do? You love Walt? You love your car? You love your dog? You love your house? yes, it's good to love them too, but the source of all love is God. And we need to remember that every moment of every day, because it's so easy to get distracted, so easy to get lost in the world.
Yes, indeed. And this true love for God, how else can it manifest in our life? Because it is not a complicated action. It comes in very simplistic and through the mundane, where one can seed that love, true love for God. And that may look through our daily actions. So you don't need time to love God, because every moment is an opportunity to manifest that true love for God within you, beyond time, through your actions. Yes, your selfless actions, even through your thoughts, and through your relationships, which you have all the time happening, the dynamics of relationships. So you do not wait for a special occasion to be in that true love, to see the true love. But it's in the simplicity of the mundane world, the mundane personal fulfillments. It is through that, it's like cracking a code. It's through that which the speciality, with the miracles, the magic of our true living moment to moment, where we can truly see the love of God while living. So loving God is seen as the core of all existence. And that is special if one can unlock that. That is extraordinary, yes, if one can see the living presence of the loving God in the core of all existence. That is how the transformation of the ordinary experiences, they turn to become sacred ones. So how does this manifest? Well, it manifests by surrendering our personal ideas, our ego I. It is by being of service, or having the intention of being of service to others. Even if it's a simple smile to somebody. Being kind in your environment and surroundings. In the most simple ways, you find yourself surrendering, becoming selfless, even in the midst of difficulties or challenges that everyone experiences. Because those are the moments, they surely are the moments when we recognize the divine's presence in all aspects of life. That's what creates this extraordinary within the ordinary. And that is very special to experience in one's lifetime. In fact, one of the beautiful quotes from Meher Baba, he says, divine love makes us true to ourselves and to others. Divine love is the solution to our difficulties and problems. It frees us from every kind of binding. It makes us speak truly, think truly, and act truly. Because divine love opens up the true reality for us to see, to witness, and to live by.
Yes, in fact, he also says that to love God as he ought to be loved, supposed to be loved, we must live for God and die for God, knowing that the goal of all life is to love God and to find Him as our own self. Because this love is that which gives meaning and value to all the happenings in the world of duality. Love, I will repeat that loving God is that which gives meaning and value to all happenings in this world of duality. And how should we love God? To such an extent that you become God. Of course, the greatest lovers of God are Kabir, who is absolutely lost in the love of God. Rumi, another one, lover of God. Mirabai, Guru Nanak, Meher Baba, many Anandamayi Ma, even Neem Karoli Baba, loving Ram, loving God. Loving God so much that being absorbed in God, in the divine. Ramakrishna as well. He was loving his deity, the goddess, so much that he was lost in this being, in this divine mother. At first people thought he's mad. Yes, he was madly in love. It's rare that in the West somebody would be madly in love. Maybe at the beginning when one finds a girl or a boy, they go crazy being in love. But that love is, it has anguish, it has pain, because it's completely dependent on that other person, whether she loves me or he loves me or not. But loving God, you can be at peace because God loves you, no doubt, 100%. So loving God is the best love because you're loved back 100%, 1000%. It is said that this noble passion of loving God while living is the most powerful and strong because it removes all obstacles and thorns in its way. It discards all superstitions and doubts I love a saying of Rumi where he said, love sometimes wants us to do a great favor. So love sometimes wants us to do a great favor, to hold us upside down and shake all the nonsense out. All the nonsense of your mind, shake it all out. This is the favor of love. Rumi also says that your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. It is true that this infinite ocean of love is within, but there are many barriers, a lot of veiling, a lot of ideas of something else, ideas that something else will fulfill you, ideas that in my life something is of utmost importance, of the worldly nature. And these ideas, these other priorities veil the ocean of love that has all fulfillment, not only of this life, but of your whole existence. So love is not an emotion. What is love? It's not an emotion. It's not a feeling. It's not an energy. It's not a light. It is your very existence. Love is your very existence. It's the ocean of all existence. It's the nature of God. It rests on no foundation because it is endless ocean beyond beginning or end. So, loving God while living. The time is now. There is a lot to catch up on loving God. You spend decades doing other things. The time is now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is too late. It's never too late, but it's too late. Because the time is now. So day by day, as we remember God, and we can remember God by using mantras, Japa. We know the name of God, Sat Purush, meaning true being. Sat Purush means true being, the true one, the real one. God is not Rama only. God is not Krishna only, not Jesus only. God has many names in all the ages. So his real name is the real one. We call it Sat Purush, the true one, the real one. It has no form. Yes, God is Krishna, Kabir and Jesus, but these are forms. These are forms, but the nature of God is formless, endless, timeless, infinite, eternal, truly. God is more than awareness, than consciousness. Yes, I know what I'm speaking about. God is more than awareness, more than consciousness. Satchitananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. God is all, everything, all of it. And we need to familiarize with the true nature of God. We need to start now. There is a lot of loving to do. It's not work, because when you love, you don't work. So instead of saying there's a lot of work to do, I say there's a lot of loving to do. So a lot of love needs to be done. And there's a saying that in this world, if you want to be good at something, you need 10,000 hours of practice to be good at something. Some people spend 10,000 hours lifting weights. Others spend 10,000 hours jogging, or maybe painting. That's fine, that's good. This is a hobby, it's a hobby, maybe it's a job, but it's temporary. Next lifetime, however many weights you lifted, next lifetime it doesn't count. Your muscles will be gone. If you were a fast runner, maybe next lifetime you will be a turtle. And you'll say, what a paradox. Now I'm a turtle. But if you love God, if you spend 10,000 hours practicing loving God, that will stay. That's the wealth, the inheritance that you bring forward. These are the dividends that pay forward. Nothing else pays. Now even the dollar has lost all the value. Even with the gold, what do you do with it now? You go to the shop, they will not take it. You can't buy anything with gold either these days. Now it's all numbers, digital numbers. It's gone, it's completely intangible. But loving God is the true currency. It's not a currency, it's the source of all wealth, all power, all knowledge. All energy is born of love. So you're born of love. Love is your true mother. Love is your true mother. And true father. Jesus was the example of loving the Father. He sacrificed himself out of love of the Father. So love knows no bounds, no limits, no barriers. I tell you, loving God while living is the best thing you can do. And there is a lot to learn. There is a lot that I can help to show you how to love God and how to open all these veils and barriers that have been put upon you, or you created them for yourself. There's a lot to be unveiled and reopened. The floodgates of love are to be reopened. And there are so many ways to love God that I don't know even where to start. Well, I know where to start now, here and now. We start with this present moment. And when we meet, we start from this present moment. And we look at your path and we see, okay, this is how you can open spiritually and progress and raising consciousness and clearing karma, liberating your soul and spirit. And why do we do that? Not only to get rid of karma, we do that to love God. What is liberation? It's love. Or do you think liberation is, yay, I'm free? And what do you do then with your freedom? You go and celebrate. How long will you dance and celebrate? You'll get tired. Loving God, you will never get tired. It's the most fulfilling freedom there ever is. As Neem Karoli Baba said, it's easier to love God than to understand all His ways. Because God is complex. God is all creation, all of it. It will take millions of years to figure out how this universe works, just scratching the surface now. It will take a million more years to dive deeper into how this universe works, let alone other universes on higher dimensions. But loving God is all you need to know. Because from that love, all the knowledge comes. What else is there to do? Mirabai, a great female lover of Krishna, she said, "Don't forget love. It will bring all the madness that you need to unfurl yourself across the universe." In other words, this love will help you to blossom in the universe and beyond, to unfurl all the boundaries, limitations, and karma. That love will help. That's what is needed. Very well. So we'll share it's a song. It's a new song, and we also made some visual with the song. So I'll share the screen with the little video, but all is in this song. And this song is one of the great mantras of Divine Marga. Jai Jai Sat Purush, Satnam Satnam. Jai Jai means the glory, the joy, the welcoming, the great glory to Sat Purush, the true being. Sat Purush is the true being, and Satnam means it's his true name. True name. So glory to the true being, whose true name is Sat Purush. So this is what this mantra means. And now I'll share the screen with this beautiful composition.
Jai Jai Sat Purush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Sat Purush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Sat Purush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Sat Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Satpurush.
Wait for it now.
Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam 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 Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam. Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam Jai Jai Satpurush Satnam Satnam